Welcome to the artwork of CP, everyone. For those of you who have been following my ridiculous, and I call it ridiculous health journey, the latest update is that I got my blood drawing yesterday, and then I have a lung functionality test in January, and then I did a sleep study last night being the 11th of December. So yeah, so we'll see what the results come back as, but I am 99% positive I have asthma and sleep apnea, which is great. I I go to sea level a mess. I literally go to sea level a mess, which is another whole story in itself. Um, but I'm going to sea level a mess. I'm going to the land of Mickey and Minnie Mouse a mess, but at least I am getting the help and assistance I need before I leave here, so I don't land up having, well, I will have a new doctor down there, but at least I'm coming to new doctor with with kind of a diagnosis, kind of not, because they're not sure what I have. And so it's going to take 2 weeks to get everything, everything figured out, and we're just going to see what they say, and I'm just going to take it in stride to the best of my abilities. And if I have had, this is sleep study number 2. Sleep study number 1 was done in 2006. They said I had nothing, which I'm surprised by. Me not having sleep apnea, and so we'll just see what they say. We'll just see what they say, and then we'll just see what they say, and then if worse comes to, well, for one thing, I know I need to move to sea level. That's for sure. That's for sure. I can't be living up here anymore with my weakened lungs. So we got sea level under belt. But we'll just see what they say as far as my health diagnosis, and it's, I don't know what's wrong with me. I feel extremely tired, and I don't know whether it's sleep apnea or asthma. I just feel extremely, for the exception of today, I have felt extremely tired, and it's, I've been feeling like this, believe it or not, since my last died, since my last sleep study, which they diagnosed me with nothing. And so it's going to be interesting what they diagnosed me with um, as of as of 2 weeks from now. It's just gonna be interesting. Well, Wackadoodle's house journey. Here I here I thought I was going to have CP move to Florida and that's it. No, I have another diagnosis on top of it. Um, the one diagnosis I do know is reflux disease, which for those of you that don't know, I reflux disease is quite common with CP, and it's interesting because now I can't now I can not eat barely anything. So I can't eat spicy foods. I can't um, eat chocolate, which is so annoying. I can't. I need to wait 2 hours before I go to bed and to lie down, and I need to eat small amounts of food, and I can't eat tomatoes, which I knew I was. I knew I was. I said to my stepmom, and I said to my aide who was working with me at the time, I go, I can't eat tomatoes. My stepmom looks at me like I'm half crazy, and because she goes, "You can't eat tomato." I love tomatoes, though, and that was her quote. And I'm like, no, because tomatoes are acidic and it causes heartburn. And it's like, okay. When I looked at the list, um, when I went to the pulmonologist December 7th for my initial visit, which has now turned me going back and forth into driving up and down this valley to rescue myself. And it's like, you have reflux disease. I want a blood draw. I want a sleep study. I want everything else. And so we'll just see what happens. And trust me, you guys have caught me upset on Facebook, and I am really, really concerned actually that it has something. Well, if it's sleep apnea, that's one thing. But I am really, really concerned that it has something to do with my lungs. And of course, they misdiagnosed me because, and I've Googled this, trust me, you guys, I've Googled um, this. And what ends up happening is because CP in itself has so many underlying disabilities that the doctors tend to miss what's actually going on. And so um, they don't diagnose it as a standalone disability. So, yeah. So that's why I'm getting a lung functionality test. The blood draw, I have no clue why they wanted 4 vials of blood out of me. And I gave for that yesterday. And so, and the sleep apnea test is sleep apnea. So, um, and I need to move to sea level, which I'm going to anyway because um, my family's at sea level, and they just admitted to me the other day that they can't do altitude. No wonder why they um, want me to come to them because they can't come to me due to what 1,000 feet above sea level. So yeah, that's my mental journey, but I just wanted to give you guys an update as to that. And once we do get a official diagnosis of what's wrong with me, other than CP and going nuts, and Danielle's laughing at me for my last statement. CP, other than CP and going nuts with the move, I I will I may get retired nurses involved, and I may get people involved because right now I am going nutties because I'm moving, and then right now I'm going nutties, and then I'm moving, and there's a lot going on. I have a lot going on that we'll get to next week, and we'll see what um next week brings. My so there's a lot going on that I don't really want to talk about slash I'm dealing with. By the time I get to the East Coast, I need a comfy bed, and I need a comfy bed, and I need to sleep for about 2 weeks with my no, seriously. By the time I get to the East Coast, I need a comfy bed, and I need to sleep for about 2 weeks. It'll be fine. And and so I'll give you guys an update on the um, East Coast move as soon as I put the pieces of the puzzle together, the pieces of the puzzle on that one are slowly but surely coming together. But today's episode wasn't about my health, wasn't about me moving to the East Coast. It was about what we wanted in 2020. And so, yeah, I think. See how screwed up I am again? See how screwed up? Now people laughing at me. See what we wanted in 2021. There we go. What? See how screwed up I am? I am. Yeah, because I have a house diagnosis that won't get diagnosed, and so that's why I'm so discombobulated right now. 2021, as Danielle said. So here we go. I want number one. I want a double diagnosis. I want to figure out what in the world, what on God's green earth is wrong with me, because I want more stable care in 2021. I want aides that don't, even though a job is a job is a job, that don't look at me or my stepmom and say, I quit. I quit because we've had that. And it's like, no. We've had aides quit because of their background checks. We've had aides quit because the job was too difficult. And we've also had aides quit because of lack of payment. And so the job being too difficult, I had aid for the past. She only worked with me for a minimal amount of time because, according to her, um, she doesn't like driving in the snow. And we said to her when she took the job, we said, you need to drive when to her appointments because my stepmom has a full-time job and is working like mad woman. So, number one, I want a health diagnosis. Number two, I want a more stable care. That's one of the reasons why I'm moving. Not only so my family could help me out, but because of lack of care up here. That is, it's getting to the point of nuts. It's getting to the point of nuts. That lack of care up here is getting to the point of nuts. So as soon as I move to the East Coast, I will feel better about more stabilized care. And so number three, I would like to do physical therapy in the water, not having to worry about ice and snow. Physical therapy in the water, thank you very much. And not having to worry about ice and snow and heat and managing a house. I mean, I can manage a house, but the ice and the snow is not very good. And as my family keeps saying, I need to be socialized. Now, what they fail to forget is that we're all going through a world pandemic. And it's going to be the same down in Florida. It's going to be the same up here. It's going to be the same everywhere. But eliminating the ice and the snow, and and eliminating the 1 hour drive to medical care is going to help me out a lot. And I've told vocational rehab what's going on. I've told everyone what's going on. So now we just need to figure out what's wrong with me. Number one, make a plan for care for me on the East Coast, which is now changing. It's changing 1,000 miles a minute because of people want what they want and I want what they want, and we finally came to a happy medium on that one. I'm like, okay, you guys, I'll agree to this thing, but I'm not agreeing to this thing, especially in a pandemic. I'm not agreeing to going into a home in a pandemic. And a lot of these homes that I've been calling won't take me anyway because it's a pandemic. So I agree to the agency model of care, but I don't agree to go into a home in a pandemic and then get locked down even more. But as soon as and I'll let you guys know my go date, as soon as I have my go date and can sit down and think about this for a couple minutes, because right now, even though my house closes next week, on the 17th, which is Thursday, I feel like I feel like once a plan is put in place, and I will do whatever it takes at this point to finish my degree and then move to the East Coast. I will do whatever it takes because it is not going to take a lot. It's just it. Well, I shouldn't say that. It is, but it isn't. So, number one, I want a house diagnosis. Number two, I want a stabilized care. Number three, I want to be semi-retired on the East Coast, even though I love journalism. And I want my friends and family to be safe from COVID. That is my ultimate wish in 2021 because more and more people around me are getting diagnosed with COVID and dying of COVID and every which way. So that is my ultimate wish. Number one is to keep everyone safe from getting COVID. Number two, my stabilized care. And then number three, to get my self a diagnosis, which is whatever it may be. And then number four is to move successfully. And then I want to get semi-retired and get stabilized care on the East Coast, which will be easy compared to stabilized care up here because up here is up here and up here the cost of living is astronomical. So Danielle, do you want to take over from there?
Yeah. Uh, 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 see you the one from the so be over so uh uh see
Well, yes. Well,
yeah.
hug them. No, the last hug. Well, I got a hug at Thanksgiving. The last hug I got was only a couple of days ago, and she said to me, "Can I hug you?" Well, yes, you can. Number one, I'm a hugger, and so I don't know. I don't know. I'll be hugging people left, right, and center on the East Coast. I if I know they don't have COVID, and if I know, I will ask I will ask permission, obviously, but I will hug the people that I'm close to on the East Coast because I just really, it's really isolating when you think about it. And people are wondering whether I'm getting depressed or not due to that I'm not going out as much as I used to. But I think we're all getting depressed due to COVID, and I think we're all getting, and I'm sick and tired of not having a medical diagnosis.
Yeah.
I mean, that can lead to depression in itself. So, as I said, number one, I want this whole COVID thing to be over and done with. And then number two, I want a medical diagnosis for myself. Number three, I want stabilized care. And number four, a I want a good life on the East Coast and to be semi-retired and to finish up my journalism degree. And
Yeah.
so, yeah.
The, you too.
Wow. See, my BFF is chiming in. My
Yeah.
BFF and my BFF wants me and Mickey and Minnie Mouse. I know
Yeah.
she does. I know she does.
I
But
want to make a phone me a about it the last time I have you were now the now see but now is birthday party.
well, yeah, we need we we as a human society need to get um need to get back to a normal life.
Yeah.
And it's going to make me cry if I start thinking about it because
Me too.
it's
We to do things. So
well, no, we couldn't do anything.
yeah.
Stupid COVID, because no, us as a human society needs to get back to normal lives. We can't be locked up in our houses individually. And I have a friend who is actually waiting for a COVID test right now. And my stepmom is saying, let's avoid her for a moment. And it's like, hello, let's avoid people. Yeah. And I don't have COVID. That's what they thought I originally had due to my lung issues. And I said, well, test me. If you want to test me, go ahead and test me. But yeah. And so that is what I want. I want those are my wishes for 2020, 2021. Sorry, I keep saying 2020. You guys know it's 2021. Those are my wishes for 2021. And I want 2020 to be put in the garbage can and
Yeah.
taken to the bottom of the driveway. And I want the trash collector to come and pick it up. And so when you add the reminder to your Amazon smart speaker or your Google smart speaker, you can say, remind me to put the trash can with 2021 in it. Thank you very much.
No.
Well, oh, 2020 to go in. I'm so discombobulated. I just want 2020 to be over. I just want 2020. So what I meant to say is that you can put 2020 in the garbage can and close the door on 2020 and let's forget about it. Let's forget about it, you guys, because no, no, as 2020 brought us as a human society, no, they brought us face masks and people barely saying hello to people, and it's like no, 2021 needs to get here sooner rather than later. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
And no, and it's like no, 2020 needs to go out the door and needs to get a swift kick out the door. And 2021 needs to come in to what we need to. And I need to get a health diagnosis in 2020 or at the beginning of 2021 before I leave. And so I know what I am bringing down with me to the East Coast, whether I am bringing down a sleep apnea machine or a nebulizer, which I'm happy to travel with both. I just need to get one diagnosis. I don't care if it's both at this point. I just want a diagnosis and I want stabilized care in 2021. And I just want what I want. And but 2020 has to go out the door and it can't be creeping back in because they've, and I know they're doing the best they can. Pfizer Lilly and Eli Lilly and Pfizer are doing the best they can as far as vaccines. And yes, I'll get a COVID vaccine. I'll be running to the doctor in Florida to get a COVID vaccine. I wish I could get one before I leave up here, but if it doesn't happen by June, I can't. I can't because my drop deadline to leave is June at the latest August. And so I will be looking forward to that. And I will be looking forward to everyone else. And once I get to the East Coast and get myself organized on the East Coast, I will let you guys know. Right now, it's looking like June, but the plan isn't official yet. And so as soon as I have a go date, I will let you know, and we'll make it happen. We'll make it happen, and I will pull out of here with minimal stuff, and it's going to be easy for me to pull out of there because it's I've decided I'm not taking any of this furniture with me, any of it with me, and um, and so all I need is basically my clothes and medical equipment, and I'm taking one piece of furniture with me, one, and that is, and I will be shipping along with the furniture, the one piece of furniture that I am taking with me I will be shipping a bike down with the one piece of furniture because there's no way that we could take the seat off that bike and put it in the back of a truck. There's no way. There's no way that bike has been already set up, and so I would rather put it in a moving truck and ship it down. And so, and I have the team and the resources to do that. So, no, once I get a go date, I will let you guys know, but we will keep the doors open for 2021 and say goodbye to 2020 ASAP. And
Yeah.
so let's make 2021 the best year yet, you guys, and let's
Yeah.
make it the strongest year yet because as me personally, as I rise above the ashes of 2019, yeah, not good. And then 2020 on top of it, locking me in my house the whole year, it's not good. So I want to be active. I want to be in the community. And I think I know where I want to be. And now we just have to make it work so that everyone could be happy, including me.
Yeah.
And so, Danielle, do you want to lead us out?
Yeah. 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 For, yeah.
Thank you for following us, you guys. Bye, you guys.
Goodbye.